Bob's Nation radio station, the only radio station playing the Restricted Room every Friday, 8 p.m. Best old school, new school, and R&B and reggae.
You are now entering the Restricted Room with your host, Romeo, co-host, AdaSoul. In this room, we work on your mind, body, soul, and finances. Because you could be anywhere in the world, but you chose to be right here with me. And for that, I appreciate you. Let's go.
Like me, we miss you on your side of the bed. Still got your things here. They stare at me like souvenirs. Don't wanna let you out my head. Just like the day that I met you, the day I thought forever. Said that you love me, but that'll last forever. It's cold outside, like when you walked out my life. Why you walk out my life? I get like this every time. On these days that feel like you and me. Heartbreak anniversary. 'Cause I remember every time. Do you ever think of me? No. Ooh, nah. I'm building my hopes up like presents unopened till this day. I still see the messages you read. I'm foolishly patient. Can't get past the taste of your lips. Don't wanna let you out my head. Just like the day that I met you, the day I thought forever. Said that you love me, but that'll last forever. It's cold outside, like when you walked out my life. Why you walk out my life? Get like this every time. On these days that feel like you and me. Heartbreak anniversary. 'Cause I remember every time. On these days that feel like you and me. Heartbreak anniversary. Do you ever think of me?
Join your girl, AdaSoul, every Friday from 8 to 9 on the Restricted Room, playing all the best R&B and reggae hits. Trust me, you don't want to miss it.
Give yourself to me, give it all. I
brown eyes, yes. You're the one that I desire. When we wake up and then we make love, it makes me feel so nice. You're my water when I'm stuck in the desert. You're the Tylenol I take when my head hurts. You're the sunshine of my life. I just wanna see how beautiful you are. You know that I see it. I know you're a star. Where you go, I'll follow, no matter how far. If life is a movie, then you're the best part. Oh, you're the best part. Oh, best part. If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me.
Vibes Nation radio station, the only radio station playing the restricted room. Every Friday, 8 p.m.
Control of me, yeah. Would you be at one of my shows? Good love, it's almost like all of us know. No. Would you be in front of my face? Yeah. Good love, something that I wanna embrace. But no queen to share it with me. And I wanna know your name right now. When I find that girl, all I got on to swear that girl will be the only one for me. The one that makes my life complete. Yeah, and when I find that girl, all I got on to swear that girl. That comforts me. My love is in control of me. Yeah. Could it be my next door neighbor? Real love. I keep me on my best behavior. Yeah. Could it be my closest friend? Yeah. Real love. Make you never be the same again. But no one's around with me, saying that I wanna know your name right now. So when I find that girl, all I got on to swear that girl will be the only one for me, the one that makes my life complete. Yeah, and when I find that girl, all I got on to swear that girl. That comforts me. My love is in control of me. Yeah.
Vibes Nation radio station, the only radio station where you can get in tune with the restricted room.
Before we get into the topic of the day, how is Florida?
Florida.
We're not going to not talk about Florida.
So Florida is good. I mean, it's been out here for like 3 weeks now. It's been good. Like, the weather is everything for me, you know.
Yeah, that's definitely a selling point.
So for me, like, the fact that I could go to a beach, like, that's my favorite. That's my favorite spot. I'm in Altamont. I'm like 20 to 25 minutes away from Disney, in Orlando. Typically the nicer beaches. Right now there's like the water's contaminated or whatever due to the hurricanes and stuff, so it's not that pretty right now. So there's different other beaches though. I'm not too far, like maybe like 20 minutes away, and there's a lot of lakes and state parks. So for me, it's like the sun, tanning. Even if I don't get in the water like that, I don't have to get in the water, to be honest with you. As long as I hear the waves in the ocean, like I was there yesterday. And it was raining. Like over here, it rains and then it gets sunny, and then it rains and it gets sunny. So it's like,
and it's one of those things where when you're coming from New York City and you spent a lot of years, you grew up in New York City or whatever the case is,
tri-state area for that matter. When you move to a place like Florida, you will appreciate the simplest of things.
Yeah, for sure. Like this is really something where I get to, in a long time that I get to spend the holidays and my nephew. So really that was also like a big deal, like to be with my nephew, like to see him grow, and I just wanted to be a part of that. With everything happening in this world, like
I mean, you got it all in front of you right now. You got the beach, you got your future, you got your job, you got your nephew, you got your project here with the restricted room. You have a lot to look forward to, no?
I say so. I'm being optimistic, and I feel blessed.
I say so too. I double say so. Now, I told you what today's topic was going to be.
Yes.
And I think I told some of the people too. So some of the crowd, some of the followers, some of the listeners might also know what we're about to talk about next. So I believe there's multiple elements to relationships, and we're going to break down all those elements. But today, just this Friday, we're going to be talking about sex.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're just not going to just jump right in. We're going to break it down on grown and sexy time, the importance of it.
Right.
Understanding how to fix it if it needs fixing. And understanding the role it plays. Don't go nowhere. We'll be coming right back with more after this.
Well, I know. Here's this. Oh, I know where the boy that come from, yeah? What did you do to me? Way past infatuation. This connection that we made. And babe, keeping me up till late. It's only 'cause I can't wait till you come to my place. You say bye, baby, let me be wrong. Oh, my mind, like my favorite song. Promise me you won't leave me alone. No. All the things you do to me, yeah. All the things you do to me, yeah. I love the way you touch me, hold me, make me wanna sing. Drive me crazy with everything you do to me, yeah. Why you make me so blind? Just looking in your eyes, you took my soul for a ride. Now you make me fall down, tripping over the sound of you loving me so loud. You say bye, baby, let me be wrong. Oh, my mind, like my favorite song. Promise me you won't leave me alone. No. All the things you do to me, yeah. All the things you do to me, yeah. I love the way you touch me, hold me, make me wanna sing. Drive me crazy with everything you do to me, yeah. Not like you, where'd you come from? Got me hooked, I can't get enough.
spending your time listening to some good music, having great convo with a glass of wine, join me, your girl, Ada Soul, every Friday at 8 p.m. on the Restricted Room.
Know what you used to. We're gonna do something different tonight.
Now we gon' do this thing a little different tonight. You gon' come over, pick me up in your ride. You gon' knock and you gon' wait. Ooh, you gon' take me on a date. You're gonna open my door, and I'ma reach over and open yours. Gon' pay for dinner, take me to see a movie, and whisper in my ear that you really wanna do me. Girl, now take me home and get up in my bed. Pour me up a shot and force me to the bed. I'm always on the top, tonight I'm on the bottom, 'cause we trading places. I can't take no more, tell me you ain't stopping, 'cause we trading places. Now put it on me, baby, till I say ooh-wee. Tell me to shut up before the neighbors hear me. This is how it feels when you do it like me. We trading places. Don't get it, don't get it. We're trading places. I've been waking you up to a cup of Folgers, pancakes and eggs. I owe you breakfast in bed, oh baby. And your orange juice sitting on a toaster, toast on the side, baby. Strawberry and grape jelly. You finished, let me get that tray. Pull the curtain from the window, time to get up, baby. Let me make this better, baby. Today we going shopping, blow 30 on me. Make it sexy, feeling like you really love me. Get dinner and we gon' rent a movie. You order Chinese food right before you do me. You're coming on strong, baby. Let me wash my hands. She said, hurry up and get it there. You get on top, tonight I'm on the bottom, 'cause we trading places. I can't take no more, tell me you ain't stopping, 'cause we trading places. Now put it on me, baby, till I say ooh-wee. Tell me to shut up before the neighbors hear me. This is how it feels when you do it like me. We trading places. Don't get it, don't get it. We're trading places. Watch the car, I'm gonna walk the dog. Take out the trash, with nothing but your t-shirt on. I'm gonna press your shirt, gonna raise on my love. In the kitchen going crazy, we don't give a
You want me?
Give it to me, baby. You get on top, tonight I'm on the bottom, 'cause we trading places. You can't take no more, you say you ain't stopping, 'cause we trading places. Now we gon' do this thing a little different tonight. Trading places. Stay tuned for part 2. You've been me, I've been you.
So
We gon' switch this thing back.
I've never felt like I should be giving more than the next person when it comes to a relationship and we're talking about sex. Now, how important is it in a relationship? Because if you ask some people, they will say, well, he does this and he does that. And it's not that important to me. I don't know if I should believe her. And if I do, is that a problem or is it not a problem? Should it be? When both parties find it to be important. Not when one person feels like it's not or both parties agree that it's not, then that's just a perfect match made in heaven, correct? So just to simplify it, I'm going to ask you, Ada, when you meet someone and I say to you, what is the most important top 3 things? Is sex involved? Is sex in that top 3 things that matters to you?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. Try to. You probably never thought of it this way, but just try to. Is it 1, 2, or 3?
I'm going to say 2.
Okay. What's 1?
Well, respect, right?
Okay.
Respect is number 1.
We're gonna put respect with honesty, loyalty.
Yeah, because everything. Once you have respect, everything else follows after. So that's number 1.
Right. And then we have sex. What's 3rd?
Communication.
Stop right there.
Mm-hmm.
Respect, which is honesty, loyalty. We're gonna put all those in one package. You said sex, and then you said communication.
But right. Mm-hmm.
Should communication be second? Is that what you was about to? Because I heard that.
Yeah. So the thing is like I feel like communication also comes in with respect too. Like I feel like if you respect the person, then you respect everything.
Well, that's not true. That's not true because communicating is a skill. Communication is a skill. Not only is it a skill, most of us can't do it well, including myself. So it's something that needs to be practiced and acknowledged that it's a skill.
Well, see, this is the thing, right? Like, if I say communication is second and sex is the third, like, for me, like, sex is connection. It's a very intimate, sacred act between me and my partner. And it's sacred because it's not it should be, right? But I'm speaking on my behalf, right? Like, that's a sacred time for me and my partner, and that's a connection. And without that connection, that's like a deal breaker for me. Like, it's important to me.
Right, it's a connection, and without that connection, it's a deal breaker. Right now, you're struggling between putting in 2 and 3. Well, we've agreed that it's top 3.
Absolutely, yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, without a doubt.
When you get into these relationships, you need to be honest with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because there is no fairy tale relationship. And to not have these conversations does more damage than good. To not be willing to make these sacrifices does more damage than good.
Oh, so I creep. Oh, Why you feeling sad, girl? Why you feeling low? Is you mad that I said keep it on the low? Mad that you can't go bragging to your friends being that I said that shit to begin with? Then I know you're fiending, but she don't know I'm creeping. Just wait until the weekend, or maybe when she's sleeping. And I love my girl with all honesty, but come along with me on this odyssey. Just me and you and I could be by your side when it ties down low. I'll provide sweet love at moonrise. So I creep. Why you throwing shade like you was ill-informed? Reminisce the hickeys from the quickies in my dorm. Over in the South Wall, getting to the cream, but I can't chase you while I'm chasing a dream. And I know you're fiending, but she don't know I'm creeping. Just wait until the weekend, and we can be freaking. And you love your nigga with all honesty, but I know you value your time with me. Just me and you. Like it's dinner for 2, I get the backside thicker when I'm finished with you. You be chatting to your friends, they gon' wanna get in, but you gon' keep it on the creep, that nigga fresh out the pen. He did a 5, but he coulda did a 10, and she miss him, but he always in the trap with his friends. Ha, she be the face, cause he be the face, but without the cover, girl, you could be the face. We live locked on the zip lock, we let the little liquor drip drop. She heard the boy got sauce like a pasta pot, she wanna kick it with the Brick City Buster.
Me and you and I could be by your side when the tide's down low. I'll provide sweet love at moonrise. So I think, oh I, oh I, oh I, oh I.
Scared
radio station, the only radio station playing the restricted room. Every Friday, 8 p.m.
We play some of the best old school, new school, R&B, and reggae.
I feel like in a relationship, you have to speak on those needs. You know, people like different things. And, you know, if I'm with someone and they've been with someone else, you know, in their past or me, like everyone is different. And that's part of the communication aspect of it. You know, you have to speak to your partner and tell your partner those things that you like, those things that you don't like, you know, how you guys can connect in that sexual way, because not everybody connects the same. You know, you have to speak on, you know, what do you really want? You know, compromise, even on the frequency, on how many times to have sex. Like, you know, at all those things, or, you know, if that's an issue, you know, because sometimes there's children involved, sometimes there's your schedule, and sometimes it has to be scheduled, you know.
Okay, so you're a good girl. You're a good girl. You know, that's why we balance each other out, because you're a good girl. You're a good girl. You're a good girl. You know, I know you since high school. You're a good girl. I rate you a good girl. So let me ask you this.
Uh-huh.
When does that conversation come into place? And be real. Don't say when it's supposed to. Say when does it.
The conversation about sex?
Yeah.
That has to be. That's like.
No, not when it has to be. When does it normally happen? Because we've agreed that the importance is there. It's one of the top three. It's very important because it's connected to a lot of other parts of what we consider important. So to not have that means something. So when should you have that conversation? I mean, you know, you go on a date, the first date, no. Second date, maybe, depending on what the second date is. But what, the third date? Before sex? After you have sex?
I would say before sex. For me, that's, you know, that's because it's my top three.
Women or men have that conversation before they actually have sex?
No, sometimes most people just have this. Most times they have sex. It happens after, because some people gotta, you know, it just happens, and then it's like, what if it's not, you know, if
and then
not,
you know what's even worse,
satisfied.
And then you're in it now, because it's a thing, because you've already passed that stage of sex, and you've already probably had it once or twice or three times, and you're in that little boyfriend girlfriend early stages. Now, why would we even be talking about sex? It's kind of one of those things where we're gonna just keep learning as we go, but it's a bare minimum. We'll talk about sex. Bare minimum. You tell me you horny, you send me a signal, we hump, we sweat, we fall asleep. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm talking about the conversation, the adjustments, the sacrifice, the basically saying early in the relationship, yo, listen, what do you want? Because I need to be able to be everything you want. Because what happens now is 2-3 months go down the road, and he now wants to do something new. Then what? Whoa, what's this?
Right.
Where did this come from? You have some women that's going to start accusing them of you trying some other stuff you done seen. You got the ones that get petty about, oh, you're watching it on porn. You want to da-da-da-da-da-da. You think I want to eat stocks? There's women coming from different angles at this point. When he comes 3 months later and want to try something new, this is the response. Because we're not having the conversation, the right conversations, or even at the right times. Right. It's too late now. Now you found out he's a little freakier than you, or a lot freakier for that matter. You didn't know he wanted to put that there.
To your apartment. You said you weren't around much anymore. Yeah, I stopped dropping by without an appointment. 'Cause I heard laughter coming through your door. Sometimes late at night you still call me. Before you close your eyes, promise I can't keep. 'Cause I love you too much to ever start liking you. Let's leave the story at an end. No, I love you too much to ever start liking you. So don't expect me to be your friend. No, you act so happy when I see you. Girl, you smile and take my hand. Introduce me to your latest lover. Yeah, that's when the world starts rushing in. 'Cause I love you too much to ever start liking you. Let's leave the story at an end. Yeah, I love you too much to ever start liking you. So don't expect me to be your friend. No, no, no. Well, oh baby, I stopped sending flowers to your apartment. You said you weren't around much anymore. No, I stopped dropping by without an appointment. 'Cause I heard laughter from your door. Sometimes late at night you still call me. Just before you close your eyes to sleep. Yes, I made a vow that I would drop by sometimes. But baby, that's a promise I can't keep. 'Cause I love you too much to ever start liking you. So let's leave the story at an end. 'Cause I love you too much to ever start liking you. So don't expect me to be your friend. No, I love you too much to ever start liking you. So leave the story at an end. Now, I love you too much to ever start liking you.
Bob's Nation Radio Station, the only radio station playing the restricted room.
We play some of the best old school, new school, R&B, and reggae. This is literally the place to be.
Right now, brand new Protect, I ain't never on time. You see me, you're in my mind. Body right, you ain't never lied. Tryna sign on the bottom line. Who's paying your rent? I'll pay for it. You know you ain't gotta pay for it. Dinner tonight, I'll pay for it. 'Cause you know I gotta pay for it all. I can put you on a flight when you need me. Got you open wide when you see me. Let it rinse and repeat. When we touch, I know you love it. You know what to do. You know what to do. It feels better than I want it. You know what to do. You know what to do. Yeah. You know what to do. You know what to do. Yeah. 4 in the morning, ride on the white sheets. I know you wanna try something like me. You make it light up, girl, you spicy. And I just wanna tell somebody who put you in the air, you know I do. Take you anywhere you can fly to. You know if it's yours, then it's mine too. Whenever you want, you can slide through. I can put you on a flight when you need me. Got you open wide when you see me. Let it rinse and repeat. When we touch, I know you love it. You know what to do. You know what to do. It feels better than I want it. You know what to do. You know know what to do. Yeah.
Before you continue, let's set the scenario up a little better. This is a scenario. You're 6 months in, okay? You find out that he wants to do things that you are not with at all. But he also wants to do things that you're not with, but you're uncomfortable. So let's say there's 4 things that he wants to do. 2 of them, you're just like, nope, this is not happening. The other 2 is like, I would, but I'm really not comfortable doing it. And even when I'm doing it, I'm not comfortable, but I'll do it for you. That's that. Okay. How do they, or she brings it up to him, how do they meet down the middle?
Well, I feel like if those 2 things that she's willing to do, I would do it. I would try it, and at that point, we decided we're gonna keep on doing it. I might not know if I really like it. It might be something that I really enjoy, and I'll be like, wait a minute here, okay, you don't know unless you try it. It's like it's just like not every sexual experience is the best experience, right? Like this is you have to learn each other's bodies. Everybody's different, and it's the same thing. And let's not get it twisted, because it's not just a man or woman too. Women be like,
oh no, we're talking about both here, because women be on some other things.
Exactly.
And they expect certain things from the man sexually, and that he's not able to provide, and vice versa. This is definitely
exactly. Now there's certain things that you can compromise, and there's certain things that you just can't. And I feel like, again, that's where respect comes into play. Now I'm sitting here and I'm with somebody and he's giving me these 4 things, and all 4 things I'm like, nope. It's like, okay, like you're not satisfying me in my needs, and then it's like, don't expect me, and then it becomes like, then, well, if you're not gonna do that for me, then don't expect me to sacrifice for you or to pleasure you in the way that you want to. So it's like a give and take, I feel like, and that's, like I said before, sex is a very intimate and sacred act between 2 people, and however they do that, and it's if you don't, I feel like if you don't have that communication with your partner, you can lose that connection.
So
you can have other things, but without sex, for me, that's a big deal, because that's a very intimate moment that you don't share with anyone else. It's sacred, and if you don't maintain that and you're not intentional in that act, like, you can lose connection.
I got my peaches out in Georgia, oh yeah. I get my weed from California, that's that. I took my trip up to the north, yeah, badass. I get my light right from the source, yeah, that's it. And I see you, the way I breathe you in, it's the texture of your skin. I wanna wrap my arms around you, baby, never let you go. And I see you, there's nothing like your touch. It's the way you lift me up, yeah. And I'll be right here with you till the end. I got my peaches out in Georgia, oh yeah. I get my weed from California, that's that. I took my trip up to the north, yeah, badass. I get my light right from the source, yeah, that's it. You ain't sure yet, but I'm for ya. All I could want, all I could wish for. Nights alone that we miss more. The days we save as souvenirs. There's no time, I wanna make more time and give you my whole life. I left my girl, I'm in my Yorker. Hate to leave it, call it torture. Remember when I couldn't hold her? Left the baggage for a moment. I got my peaches out in Georgia, oh yeah. I get my weed from California, that's that. I took my trip up to the north, yeah, badass. I get my light right from the source, yeah, from the source, yeah, that's it. I got my peaches out in Georgia, oh yeah. I get my weed from California, that's that. I took my trip up to the north, yeah, I get my life right from the source, yeah. I got my peaches out in Georgia, oh yeah. I get my weed from California, that's that. I took my trip up to the north, yeah, I get my life right from the source, yeah, that's it. I got my peaches out in Georgia, oh yeah. I get my weed from California, that's that. I took my trip up to the north, yeah, I get my life right from the source, yeah, that's it.
Join your girl, AdaSoul, every Friday from 8 to 9 on the Restricted Room, playing all the best R&B and reggae hits. Trust me, you don't want to miss it.
Yeah, I'm missing you. Talk to you, but it's not the same as touching you. And every time you whisper my name, I wanna run to you. We'll be together, and it won't be long. It won't be long, but it seems like forever. Yeah, and it's out of my own, baby, 'cause I'm missing you now. And it's driving me crazy, 'cause I'm needing my baby. I'm missing you now. Yeah. Can't wait another week, baby, 'cause I'm missing you now. Ooh, needing you right here by my side is all that I can do. My arms around my pillow at night, they should be holding you. I was much stronger. How could I know? How could I know? But it seems like forever, and it's hard to be strong, baby, 'cause I'm missing you now. And it's driving me crazy. I'm needing my baby. I'm missing you now. Yeah, can wait now, baby, 'cause I'm missing you now. Ooh, and I'm missing you now. And it's driving me, baby. I'm needing my baby. I'm missing.
Vibes Nation Radio Station, the only radio station playing the Restricted Room, every Friday, 8 p.m. And to all my listeners, just know we are one. We speak together, we move together, we think and talk and listen to music together, and I appreciate you guys as well.
Bob's Nation Radio Station, the only radio station playing the Restricted Room, every Friday, 8 p.m. Best old school, new school, and R&B and reggae.